of the people I still talk to, you know, there's drug traffickers and that, but the majority of the good people that I still talk to and that, they were in there for manslaughter or murder, and it's, you know, it's just one little split-second mistake when they were younger, and it happens someone at a party and someone gets lippy and 16 and someone goes to the boot and then boom.
Yeah.
That's it. You know, and you know, it is what it is. If someone doesn't like the way you spoke to them, then fucking sort it out and get on with it. No one's there to make their time harder. But you can remember some people in there for a long time, they got nothing to do but bully. Charged for 42 counts of trafficking one day, and then I got convicted of 11, and I went to jail for that. And I got 4 years on top with a 2 on the bottom on parole. So 4 years. Pretty happy, to be honest. And then when I was in jail, they put a fresh charge on. I've been in jail. It's not me. It's a chapter in my life. It's not, It's not all me. It's fucking embarrassing.
Doesn't define who you are, bro.
Yeah, like I'm glad. I want to make this point. Like I don't idolize or wear anything to do with jail as a pit of armor. You know.
You give the same vibes as Spanian. I don't know if you know.
Don't say that. Don't fucking say that. He'll call me out. It's just a fucking cycle, bro. That's how they keep. That's people like look down on people that go in and out. But that's this little thing, fine line people don't really understand.
What's the life like in there, bro?
Hey,
what is the life like in there?
Exactly.
Is it like, you know, the American movie where like there's all that gangster trying to...
I'll say it's nothing like America. It's definitely different in every jail. It is what it is. Like you can make it fucking the time of your life and make the best of it, or you can make it your worst enemy. You know, you can go in there and do it hard, keep your head down, and just be miserable. Yeah. Or you can go in there and surround yourself with similar mindsets, and you know, you just get on with it and make the best of it. And you know, that's what I did. It's pretty simple, straightforward. But, you know, you could be a fuckhead on the outside and it follows you in there. You could be a good cunt on the outside. Yeah. And someone can make trouble for you there, and a bunch of lads, and it ruins your whole jail. You don't. It's a bit of a gamble, but if you're yourself, bro, it's the best way to be. If someone's got a problem with you, fuck it. Like, it is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is.
Just go with it. Eh?
Just go with it, man. Like, you know, people like your brother and that. It's just you got to have a good mindset from the start. You think you know, it's not just a physical mindset you got to have when you're in there. You got to have a mentality, especially when you're doing a fucking whack like that.
Because like from people like outside of jail, like perspective, and you see people go in there and shit like that, they probably straight away thinking like, oh yeah, they are not good people.
100%.
You know, it's
100%.
So they're definitely like people who are genuinely like nice and
100%. I'm glad you said that, because like, you know, it's fucking the most best people I've ever met in jail.
Yeah.
You know, the most loyal, trusting people are in jail.
Yeah.
I don't trust a lot of people that haven't been in jail, to be honest. When it comes to that sort of life and trusting things with loyalty and morals and stuff, I don't trust fuck all people, you know. But best people I've ever met in jail, and you can get someone that's in there and on paperwork it says murder, but it doesn't mean they've done it. You know, it doesn't mean it might have just been something happened in a group fight, and there's something like a joint syndicate, like 3 or more people. Yeah. It's one person in a group fight of 5 dies, the whole team has to go down, you know. I've seen some great lads.
I reckon some of the guys that are in there are actually the most realist people, because things they're doing, they might not be like good things, but you know, they're doing it for
100%.
A lot of people don't do it because they're scared of it, but
100%.
I'm not saying all of them are good, but
no way. You get some pieces of shit, bro. 100% pieces of shit, bro. But you know, you surround yourself. Like I'm saying, like not that I associate with a lot of people from jail, but anyone I've got on socials now, still, I thought about it on the way here. Like the majority of the people, fucking someone died. Of the people I still talk to, you know, there's drug traffickers and that. But the majority of the good people that I still talk to and that, they were in there for manslaughter or murder, and it's, you know, it's just one little split-second mistake when they were younger, and it happens someone at a party and someone gets lippy and 16 and someone goes to the boot and then boom. Yeah. That's it. 20 years, you know.
But like, don't they like fucking properly like investigate who actually, you know?
They do. They'll go to trial and stuff like that. It's not, you know, it's not done lightly. They'll go have 2-3 year process and that. And unfortunately, someone has to pay, and you got to understand, family wants justice. Someone has to. Yeah. Someone has to do time. You know, it doesn't matter if you're in a car crash and someone dies, drug driving, someone's son or daughter's died. Like, you want justification. You want some sort of closure, and that's all that is, man. You know, someone's got to go, and people understand that. People like your brother, you know, like he's in there. Like, I remember having a conversation out front of the gym with him once, and like, you know, we're talking about someone, some goose, and he's like, bash him and fucking kill him. I'm like, nah, man, fuck that. Then I'll be in here whinging about 20 years. Yeah. And he said to me straight out, he's like, who's in here whinging? Just get on with it. And that's what you got to do. You know what I mean? You don't fucking, you can whinge and fucking cry about your sentence or fucking do it hard, but fucking just get on with it, man. There's nothing you can do. Just get on with it. You get what you get. Pull your head in, just fucking train.
What do you think the most, like, the downfall for you, like the worst that you actually like
worst thing about going away?
Yeah,
losing time with loved ones, man. Losing time with my family and friends. I did jail easy, but in a sense I went in there and was a bit selfish at the time, because I went in there and I didn't have missus, I didn't have kids. Easiest way you can do jail. You're not stressing about outside world. But in a sense I was so shut off and blinded with that fact that my family and friends were suffering without me, which is, like I've said on the combo before that it's an amazing feeling to feel loved like that and cared about. But fuck, mate, if you don't feel bad, fuck, you're a piece of shit, mate. Like, how can that not make you feel? They stress because they worry, because they think jail's like America.
Yeah.
You know, or, you know, even some place in New South Wales. And jail is shit. Like, you know, like there's things that you think happened. But it's just, you know, not as often maybe as you think. Adelaide, it's pretty easy jail, man.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking easy. If it's hard, man, you've made it like that, you know. You fuck some guy's missus on the outside or something, mate. And fucking, mate, you gotta, it is what it is, mate. You punch on there and get on with it. But you gotta remember, there's a lot of testosterone in there. And like, you're not always gonna get along with everyone, you know. And, you know, it is what it is. If someone doesn't like the way you spoke to them, then fucking sort it out and get on with it. No one's there to make their time harder. But you gotta remember, some people in there for a long time, they've got nothing to do but bully.
They're not, oh, yeah.
Nothing to do but bully. All they're worried about is getting their money.
The guys are gonna lose, eh? Just don't care.
Just don't care, mate. What is like? You might. I've seen people in there with all the money they got, bully. I've seen people in there that've got nothing in there, so they need a bully to get what they get. You know, so it is what it is, man. If you yourself
have you like been in that situation before, like someone trying to bully you and shit in there?
Yeah, when you first go in.
And how do you handle it?
When you first go in, you get tested. You know,
right?
You handle it. How you handle it. Probably the best way to react is how you. I don't know, it's like, you got to react how you think you should react the first time. Don't be a pussy, because then people remember that, you know what I mean? And you get tested when you first go in there, but then you kind of sit back and learn the politics.
Do you like trying to test your boundaries? You're like,
yeah, when you first go in and they hear you've been in before, and that's the question they ask you. They just want to know if you're fresh, you know?
Yeah.
But back then it was like, when I first went in, they like, the remand centre, like, they were cutting out smoking in the jails, so they had the patches. So people's currency, and there was patches, so you get in there and a couple of brothers fucking try to put me for my patches, and I was like, fuck off, mate, these are mine. Like, I'm like, it's not happening, you know what I mean? Like, they want your patches. I'm like, they pay your rent. I'm fuck off, I'm not having this shit. Like, I'm using them, mate. It is what it is, and nothing happened. They just want to test, but they'll get some weaker people, you know. But it's just like, I could have just said, no, I don't want them having it. Even that like looks weak, you know. I could have just not given a fuck, but I was like, I'm not giving them just the fact I want them, you know. And that's how it is. And then you learn the politics and stand back and observe, and you get them pretty quick, you know. You get an idea of how it works pretty quick, and then you just keep yourself and fucking shut your mouth.
Do you know, like in a movie, like they fucking have a problem with the guy in jail as well? Do they like find that sweet spot to like have a full on like go about it, or?
Oh yeah, man. There's not cameras everywhere. You know, this is cells. You know, most cells don't have cameras. Depends where you are, but yeah, man. If there's a problem, it gets squashed pretty quick. It happens, you know. But as opposed, I've done jail where I'm sitting and eating at a table, and I know shit's going on behind me, and I can't be fucked running around because it happens that much daily, bro.
Fuck.
Daily.
What about
Sometimes
shit,
depends what you are daily. Because you remember, if remand centre, high security, people are pretty fresh off the streets. They're coming down off the drugs. They're fucking just not happy. You know, they're at the start of a sentence, as opposed when you go to a medium or low security jail where people are more relaxed. But at the start, everyone's just trying to fucking make a name for himself. And I'm there with a lot of same mindset lads that don't give a fuck. And then I'm hearing people getting hot watered, and I just don't give a fuck. People getting hot watered over like $20 or something like.
The fuck, bro?
Yeah, man, it is what it is. That happens a lot. That's actually picked up a lot more the last few years. But yeah, like, I hear that shit, I hear people screaming. I just don't care, bro. You don't care. You don't care because it happens that much. You just mind your own business. You want to get involved, you're going to get fucking hot water yourself. Just stay out of it. I'm not saying it's like that every day, but fucking happens a lot more than you think. Yeah, man. I've seen some fucked up shit when I think about it. At the time, I thought it was just funny, but now I think back, I'm like, fuck.
What's better if you go in fresh? Is it better to just stay solo, mind your own business, or get into a group?
Stay fucking, keep your nose out of shit for sure. Don't go asking questions. Just kind of sit back and observe. If you're a greenie, my best advice, and you don't know anything, you've got no friends that are in jail, and you're fresh, just go in there and just shut your fucking mouth, sit back and observe, and try to get your head around the politics and behave, and then you'll get moved to a better jail. You know, don't fucking talk to boss. Obviously, everyone watching this will know. Like, don't talk to boss. They're not your mate. Don't ask them for favors. But also don't think everyone in there is your best mate. Don't think everyone in there is asking you to do something and you helping them out is gonna get you in with them. They don't give a fuck about you, man.
No, they don't.
They don't give a fuck. They're using you. You know what I mean? They don't give a fuck. You meet some lads in there that you want to help them out and that, but that's how they get you. You know. There's a lot of people in there just in for their own good, and I get it. It's your jail. I wasn't there to do my own jail. No one else's. It is what it is, you know. But you only need a small group, small circle, train together, eat together. Fuck, you don't care where you are. Jail is good anywhere, in a sense. As horrible and negative place it is, you can make the best of it, you know, and just get on with it. And you just fucking at camp with a mate. Training and eating when you want, sleeping when you want. You know, that's, if you look at it like that, it flies past. You know?
Yeah. You reckon?
I see a lot of people going in jail, coming back out. Jack, what do you guys do there?
So all you do is train.
I'm training outside in the free world. I can't get big, but
Oh man, like once you, like, your brother would know too, bro. He taught me like you can train anywhere. Like you got a bed, you got chairs, you can fucking train anywhere. You can dip anywhere. So as you meant, all you do is train. Like, but you like some jails like fuck, you're in your cell like 18, 19 hours a day. Fuck man. So the 3-4 hours you get out, you're just fucking training and eating your cell. You just train, and even when in your cell, you do some fucking body weights or something. Do some squats with your celly on your fucking shoulders, anything, bro. Like you find a way to just make time go, you know. But yeah, that's all you can do is train. When I went to Cadell was like low security, get more of a routine. It's a lot more lenient and flexible. I'll just train 2-3 times a day, and they play soccer at night. We like Neds and that.
Oh,
bro.
really?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Oh, when I got to Mobilon, when I first went to Mobi, it was a spin out because like they were still smoking and that, and I was smoking at the time. This is like 2017.
Yeah.
And I got to Mobi for months, and I was a fucking pool there, bro. Like it was a pool. And I was like, the next day, I was like in the pool, smoking a White Ox. Like, I was like, this is all right. One of my best mates was there at the time. My best mate was there, and he set me up and that, gave me a pouch and what I needed, a remote.
How do you guys get that in though?
Well, back then they were allowed. Like, you were smoking, so you get a device.
Okay.
They cut it out every jail by 2020. Cadell was like the last place they cut it out, but they slowly cut them out of each jail to make people behave so they can progress to Cadell. And then Cadell they said they were stopping there, and because I'm so stubborn and set my ways, I'll stop when I stop.
Yeah.
So I stopped like 3 months before at my own, just cold turkey, and that was the last time I really smoked the boy. Really.
Is Cadell's like the place that you actually do your own food, like cook your own food and stuff like that, like do your own groceries?
You can cook at Mobilong, you can cook at Saltbush in Port Augusta as well. Like it's like their living unit, it's like a cottage, sort of a housing unit, and you earn your right to go there and that, and you know it's better than when you're in a cell block, like you just get what you're given, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But when you get to a house, you make what you own. It's a lot easier to meal plan and plan around training and base that. It's a lot simpler, and you jump in with a mate, so you can cook on your own. That's what I did. Yeah.
Fuck.
What's the worst prison in Australia?
In Australia,
Yeah.
well, I couldn't tell you, bro. There'd be people in the state that probably tell you. There's people in, say, South Australia, because I've been done jail in South Australia. Some people will probably say Port Augusta, but some people I know love Port Augusta. Depends who you are. Some people have family up there, but the worst jail I've done is like B Division in Yatala, and it's just for the sake of it's just really old, you know. And like there's no aircon and it's putrid jail. The cells are a quarter the size of this room, bro, and you get 2 people in there. So imagine this in 4, and you know you with celly, there's no aircon, and I was there in summer. You're just in your job, sweating from 3:30 p.m. through to 8:30, 9 a.m. You know, and you get out yourself a couple of hours if you're lucky. And then you're back in yourself for lunch, an hour and a half, and then you're back out maybe 1:30 till 3:30 if you're lucky, and that's in an area of 15-meter radius. So we just pacing back and forth. I didn't get gym for a week. Fuck. So that's like the worst jail I've done. But I know people have done 2 years and been loved it. You know what? Because they're doing 10 years, 12 years, and then they're with like a big group of lads. Like the boys were like all crewed up. There was like 10 or 12 of them in the same unit.
Yeah,
mate, it's pretty hard. With your mates, you know. But I was there and I knew a couple of lads, but I don't fucking like them, you know. And it's just because I know them, it doesn't mean I fucking like them. And, it's shit, you know. The food's shit, but that was worse because there's no ventilation. It's putrid. Middle of summer. In a sense, if I went there winter, it probably wouldn't have been much different. It's putrid, man. But you work your way to medium, you know. Like, but I know of a guy that's been in B Division for 20 years, bro. Yeah. One of the fucking Snowtown lads.
Snowtown.
Oh. Yeah, so he's been Bunting's been. He's been up in B Division, pretty much middle floor, top floor for like nearly 20 years, man.
Were the 2 brothers?
Yeah, it was like 3 or 4 of them that did the main whack, but 3 of them, you know, Hayden's out now. He's the one that got out for Cattell like a year ago, but Bunting, he's still up there. He's just institutionalised. They've asked him, do you want to go to Moby or fucking medium security? He doesn't want to borrow because he's, you know, that's what they do. They ask you like after the damage is done. Right. You know, he's scared, dude. He doesn't want to go anywhere. He's comfortable where he is. I'm talking a small cell. And that's his routine. How I just said I was there for a week. He's been there nearly 20 years. He didn't give a fuck.
And he just wants to stay there.
He's happy. He's got a cell. He's set up. You know, his family's probably local, and doesn't want to go to Port Augusta. He didn't realize how good it could get at Port Augusta or Mobilong or something like that in a living unit. You know, but he's just institutionalized, and that's what the system does. You know.
Bro, I bet that story pretty fucked up, man. Is he like actually mentally fucking retarded or something?
Oh, look, he's an old man now. He's nothing. You know, there's You got Wagner as well. He's up at Port Augusta, I think. Still, he was like the kind of, I would say, in my opinion, the leader, the instigator of it. You know. Yeah. Other ones just hanging around, but they're obviously doing their life. But Hayden just got out from like a year ago from the pre-release center. He got the lighter sentence. I can't remember what it was. It was just under 20 on the bottom, or maybe close to 15, 16. I can't remember, but the rest of them won't get out.
Yeah,
there's two of them that won't get out.
Their story is just, it's a bit.
Yeah, that's just mine. You'd be surprised, like how many people like that of stories you know, and you cross paths with them. Like, well, we're talking about your brother. Like, it's small, but when you're in jail and like, you cross paths with everyone. There's everyone you can think about. You're more likely to cross paths when you do a decent whack. You know.
I heard somewhere that South Australia has the most serial killers in the world.
Yeah, South Australia is pretty popular. I'm not going to pretend I know everything, but I've watched some docos. It's like, yeah, I've heard there's a bit of doers here, but yeah, I've heard it's pretty nuts here. Because you got the family murders and all that stuff here, and there's a bunch of shit going on, you know, but I don't know too much about it, you know, to worry about my own fucking jail.
Fuck yeah. But what, I'm just going to go a bit impersonal, but what really happened? Like, what the cause you actually to...
Of me, so I basically got convicted of drug trafficking back in 2016. So I got raided when I got raided like 3-4 times, not learning my lesson when I was a bit younger in my 20s, and then it caught up with me and just hanging around the crowd, and basically that was it. And I got charged with 42 counts of trafficking one day, and then I got convicted of 11, and I went to jail for that. And I got 4 years on top with a 2 on the bottom, non-parole. So 4 years. Pretty happy, to be honest. And then when I was in jail, they put a fresh charge on me from the same time. And basically in 2017, there was this new law that came in called the repeat offender law, which made, if you do 2 or 3 of the more of a crime, you have to do 450 sentence, so 80%. So you get 10 years, you're doing 8, 5, you're doing 4. Right, basically. So this law came in, and they kind of waited to put this charge on me, my lawyer, I think, to put that new law on me. You know, and set an example, and I was one of the first people in the state to get put under it. So basically, they gave me another year on the bottom for that, and my sentence went from 4 years to 6.5, and a 3 on the bottom instead of a 2. So all right, another year. I went to Cadell, pretty happy. So I went to Cadell, just fucking let's go. And another year to go. Got there within a few days. They fucking appealed my sentence. They fucking appealed it. The prosecutor appealed it. I was like, fuck, these guys just don't leave me alone.
Yeah.
I wasn't happy with it. Got on the phone to my lawyer and said, what's going on? And he's like, oh, they might get another year out of you. Worst case, they'll just fuck your parole up because you can't apply for parole until the matter's dealt with. Right? So fucking 6 months went past, 11 months went past. I'm due to get out again. I'm due to get out for the second time. Like, let's go. And I've called my lawyers. What's going on? He said, you got caught tomorrow. I'm like, isn't that convenient? Like, fucking getting out in 2 days, but no worries. Well, I wasn't going to get out in 2 days, but I could have applied and I was eligible to get out in 2 days.
Yeah.
There's a good chance because I've had no priors, you know? They fucking slammed me within 10 seconds on the spot. We re-sentenced you to 8 years or 6, man. Fuck. So I'm in there thinking I'm doing 2. All of a sudden I'm fucking doing 6 now on the bottom minimum, and I'm like, oh, fuck me, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I wasn't really just, all right, let's go now. I was like, fucking, you know, got my tears out for a couple of days there, called some friends and I vented, and then I just got on with it. Then I just got on with it, and lucky enough I only had to do another year after that, and I got home D sentenced for 2 years, so I had to do 4 in and did the other 2 years on home D.
So you only been there for 4 years?
Yeah, so just did the 4 in there, and they could have kept me in for 6 or 8 potentially, but yeah, they just gave me the 4 in there, got 2 years home D, and then I got my parole after 2 years.
But do you feel like you learn a lot being in there? Like you realize a lot of things?
I learned a lot about myself, who I want around me, what I want in life. You know, I wanted to be a better fucking brother, a better fucking son. Yeah. All that. Off the drugs, I didn't touch it, you know. I used to be a full junkie, man. Like, just junkie, bro. And I had smoking pipes, you know, every fucking day for 10 years. And fucking day I got done and went to jail. It was the last time I held a pipe. And never again. It just, a switch clicked. Yeah. And that was it. I'm done with this shit, man. I've done nothing to do with it. I'm going nowhere with it. And I just became positive mindset, training, healthy, eating, everything. Just hang around the right people. Getting out, making the most of the lost time I did. Yeah. You know?
What's the best way of actually coming out of doing this kind of stuff? Because a lot of people, they just lose themselves and just give up, and
you're just stuck in there, man.
Well, that's the thing, you know. That is a good question, because like people in there are mostly playing the next scheme. You know, how they're going to get on next, or fucking the next time they're going to fucking shot, or what fucking liquor store they're going to hold up next, or who they're going to fucking bash because they fucked their missus when they're in there. They're all planning this shit, man. Like, and the majority of the people doing that are people that are doing like a few months to a year or 2. You really got to do decent, you know. After 2 years went for me, I was like, fuck this shit, you know. Yeah. But people that, you know, like I say, like, I've been in jail. It's not me. It's a chapter in my life. That's right. It's not all me. It's fucking embarrassing.
Doesn't define who you are, bro.
Yeah, like, I'm glad. I want to make this point. Like, I don't idolize or wear anything to do with jail as a bit of armor, you know. If you are proud you've been in jail, you know, or you got a home D bracelet on, get the fuck away from me. I don't want nothing to do with you. You're a fucking gronk. You're an actual fucking gronk. Yeah. You haven't learned nothing, you know. People are getting out on home D. It's a you know, it's a reward. You're lucky. it's a fucking 40-degree weather. Like, you're going to go down the shops wearing a brace. Like, I'll wear trackies and pants. I'm fucking embarrassed of it, you know? I'm embarrassed of it, bro. There's nothing to be proud of. And that's what I mean. If you are, in a sense, there's people that go to jail and haven't done anything. So they get out, then it's nothing to be embarrassed about. But if you are proud and you get out, and it's all the young bucks most of the time. I've seen people, you know, older than that, and they just boob heads in and out 2-3 years here and there. They just don't learn the lesson. They think it's cool, and they talk about it on Facebook, and they write a status saying, I'm coming to your house. You fucking shut the fuck up, man.
Yeah.
Like, did you not learn your lesson?
Yeah.
You're going nowhere.
Yeah.
It's getting you nowhere.
Yeah.
So like I said, like it's funny, like jail comes up more now in my life than it did 4 years ago when I got out. And I get people are interested and intrigued. I did one, you know, chat with a podcast, and it kind of came out, and it's all good. I'm happy to talk about it. I'm never, you know, not going to talk about it. You know, it's just part of me, and I get why people are intrigued, but it's coming up more now than it did 4 years ago, and it's weird. But you know, any of the lads that I hang out with now and that did jail, they don't talk about it, or we talk about it to each other. They don't talk about it, you know. Unless someone asks me, I'm not going to talk about it. Like, I'm not going to go to a girl and say, "This is my past."
Yeah,
it's not me now. You know, it's not like a great introduction either.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, in a sense, like, that's what I mean. I just, if you're like that and you pride yourself on it, and you're in and out, you're wearing your fucking little hood rich fucking satchel over, and you hang out, and you think it's cool, fuck off, get away from me, man. Get the fuck away. And there's so many people like that, but that's just me, you know. Like, you know, there's people that have done, I know some good lads have done 20 years and they're out, and that's all they got to talk about because they haven't done anything for the last 20 years. I get that. They're happy to talk about it, you know. But you know, people that just fucking done a few months here and there, like fucking dickheads that walk around thinking it's cool. It's not, man. And they say, "Oh, I was in jail with this guy," and he never even spoke to you, cunt. Like, he doesn't even know who you are, man. Yeah. There's so many people like that, and so I just want to make that point. If anything, like, I'm not proud of anything about jail besides how I came out. You know, the things I did in there, I'm proud of. But going to jail for that, it's not cool to me. Being on home D, you know, 4 years of that, 5 years of home D, it's not cool. Fucking Gronk's life, mate. Yeah. Like, I just want to make that point. It's I learned from it, and I make the best of it, and I surround myself with people with very similar mindsets, and that's me.
You give the same vibes as Spanian. I don't know if you know.
Don't say that. Don't fucking say that. He'll call me out. Hey, you know what, man? Like, he's a fucking lad. He's such a good watch. I love watching his shit, and he's done exactly. He thinks, you know, he's got a very similar mindset, but he's doing a lot more, you know, than people like me. And he's just, yeah, but you know, he deserves it. He's just himself. People bonded to that, and they clicked to it, and fucking good on him, man. But yeah, he's a good watch. I'll probably watch everything he does, you know, beforehand, you know, and he's just he's got some good yarns and that, and the way he talks about jazz exactly, you know, is true, you know. Yeah. He's a doer as well, but I'm so happy for people like him, you know, that can use something negative and make it into a positive like he has, and he travels the world for free now. Yeah. You know, he's set up his wife and sister for life and his family, and
that's a comeback and a half, eh?
Good on him, bro. Yeah. Fuck, good on him. He's set for life, bro. He's just putting money, investing in things, and that's it. And that's what you do. You got to not be so scared of showing his true self. He just picked up a camera one day and spoke his mind, and people love it. You know, some people hate him. Man, you can take the plunge if a few people hate you. Yeah. Fucking who gives a shit? Just be yourself.
Everyone hates, like, everyone got haters, man.
People hate that aren't getting nowhere, you know what I mean? And it's always people that are just jealous. But he's killing it, bro. He's good. But that's the mindset you got to do. That's the mindset you got to have to avoid jail, going back. Yeah. You got to have that, like, fuck that shit, you know? He talks about being a junkie and stuff and doing all these fucking...
Bro, I believe whatever happened fucking back then doesn't really define who you are as a person, man. No. It's all about, like, moving forward and how you know, carry yourself from now on. Like,
so you could be a piece of shit for 20 years, and then, you know, you could be, you know, a lad for 10. Yeah. People are going to remember the bounce back more than the bad shit you did.
Exactly.
You know, people can do some bad things as long as you know, have some empathy and apologise, and, you know, and I do completely, you know. It was drug trafficking. No one got hurt, but in a sense, the courts see it like as you hurt the community and all that bullshit, and you got to own it and just get on with it, you know. There's so many people like that, but the people I hurt most were the people that love me and care about me, that worried about me every day I was in. Yeah. And I know that, you know, but you get people in jail, like, they're on the phone all the time, fucking, with the only money they got, calling their missus a fucking slut. Fuck you, don't go out. Well, I'm the one in jail. Fuck off, mate. Like, they're always saying, I'm the one in jail, like, you know, and bro, it's your fault, no shit. Like, this, you know, bro, I'm talking hundreds, man. Hundreds of people like that in jail, like, that I've seen. It's just, you hear him just like, mate, what makes you think she was going to pick the phone up tomorrow? Why the fuck would she want to listen to you when you're just fucking talking like that? And I'm talking so many people, like, there's so many people in there just doing it hard, thinking That's why I did it easy without a missus, you know. But think about it, your missus going out, she's got the right to go out and enjoy herself, mate. She's probably looking after your kids like every other day.
Yeah.
And you're in there saying, no, you can't go out. Shut the fuck up, bro.
Yeah.
She's going to find a guy that talks to her with some respect, you know what I mean? And she's going to pick her phone up and you're just going to be in there yourself rattling out like, why is she not picking up her phone? You did it to yourself, bro. Bro, there's so many people, man. Like, I'm so glad I got some of this out because it's just like, man, it's fucking dickheads, bro. Like, so many people like that. That's the people I don't have nothing to do with, like, people that whinge, I'm the one in jail. You're the one that fucking ran through the guy's house or fucking ran over that kid, or, you know, you're the one that did it on purpose. Like, whatever you did it, you know? Like, just own it, like, and don't lose it. The one person you're looking at for support, you know? Like, you know, the one person you rely on, like, to come see you, bring your kids in and that, and you're like, you fucking whore. What'd you do, bro?
Yeah.
What'd you do? Not pick up the phone, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking relax, bro. Stop it, eh? And it's so, man, like, my God, man, you meet some characters, man. But like I said, you meet some of the best people you ever met. And,
what does your day routine go?
It depends where you are, bro. Like, you know, but
so where you were.
So like I said, it depends where you are. But you get settled in a new place and you get your routine. But you know, I'll just start the day and eat as soon as I can. Like once they let you, because if you're in your cell, you don't get food. So as soon as you're starving, you haven't eaten since 4 p.m. You know, they let you out at 9 a.m. So I'm fucking starving, bro. You know, like so I'll eat what I gotta eat. And then I'll just fucking start doing some body weights where I can. Depends what time the gym is and what unit you are. Just depends. Like I'll work around gym, and there I'll work around training. Whatever I do, I eat and I try to have a meal ready for gym. There's really not a lot you can do in Yatla, depending, you know. But in some parts you can. When you get to Mobilong, you get more of a routine. And like I said, Port Augusta, you can get a good routine. Cadell was the best for me. I loved Cadell. I didn't even want to leave Cadell, to be honest. Like after a bit, because they wanted to send me to the pre-release center, and I loved Cadell. Like Cadell was like. There's a CFS program on there. I'd drive the truck around, fanging a truck around the farm, bro. Like, I'm in jail. Like, it was the best for me. Like, and I had a good unit. I was in a 2-person house with just one of my good mates. And
it's like one of those cottage?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. One of your brothers been in.
Yeah.
It's killer, bro. I think where that photo was taken was in one of them.
Yeah.
And somehow.
Yeah.
Somehow. Little flip phone, maybe. Little 3 flip phone.
Yeah.
Nah, it's probably something smaller than that. But yeah, like you know, it's good, man. Like there's no fences there, and I'm not saying much, but there's no fences there.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It's a good routine, but you fuck up there, you're not going back, you know. And
oh really?
Nah, what are you gonna try to do? Like most people there because they're at the end of their sentence, low security. Like even lifers will go there with 10 years to go. They've done 20 or something, or like just say they've done 15. They'll go with their 5 to go. But if you're doing like just say my sentence where I got 8, you'll go there with like and do a couple of years there.
Yeah.
Which I did. And I had another summer coming up in the CFS. I was on the CFS. I didn't even want to go. I was like, don't send me to pre-release center. I was at pre-release for like 1 week and they gave me home D, so it didn't really matter. But going back to Adelaide pre-release center, which is next to women's prison, was a big step backwards, to be honest. And because there's fences again and you got to stay in the jail. It's a fucking farm. It's a dairy farm, man. And fuck all cameras, man. Like,
no.
Just, yeah, you know, hit the pads with the lads, train whenever you want. Like, I go to the gym at 6 a.m. You know, it was killer. There's cameras in the gym, obviously, but I was the only one getting up, you know, besides maybe 2 or 3 other lads, and that early, just starting the day like that. So best example was how my routine started was at Cadell, where I just start, drink gym, and I eat, and then I'm ready in my jail clothes, ready to go at 7:30 and do the day. And I was teaching people how to get their truck license, and then I'd train around that another time. Then I'll relax at night and fucking watch some.
So more of a freedom, mate. Like you can move around freely, over there.
Pretty much, man. Like you got to be in back in unit like this. The last count like 8 o'clock or whatever. But they'll come check on you every 2 hours, and you can't leave your cottage after 10 or something. But as opposed to like a cell block where you're locked in at 4 p.m. till fucking 8:30 a.m. every day, you know, or that's most jails are like that, you know. It's like 16, 17 hour lockdown, plus another one over lunch. So, Cadell was just like, you know, killer. Even Mobilong, like you're in a cottage unit, you got to locked up at 8, and you're in like a house, but you got like a cage out the front. So you're in a big house, you know. It's not like you're in a little cell, and you get let out again at 8:30, 9 a.m. and your day starts. Days are really short, you know what I mean? Because you're locked in over lunch and there's so many counts, so just days fly. So whatever you can do to make the days go, read a book, train. And training, just doing sport was the easiest thing to make time fly, man.
Yep.
You know, just get a routine and fucking.
Bro, I'm trying to put myself in your shoes. Like, how do you feel when you get out? Like, how did people actually look at you when you step out? Did they like kind of show you the same respect, or you just kind of, you know, trying to stay away from you?
Like people that knew me and stuff.
That knew you, yeah.
That's hard. Like. All my friends and that loved them. They were hanging, you know, like I had to make a fucking list of and put people's times in, and, you know, make a calendar schedule of people want to come see me, because I didn't do many visits in jail. Like, I didn't really like visits. For me, it just, I didn't have kids, and that's how I did my jail easy. And I've touched on that subject before, because, you know, when you stay there, like, your visitors go home and you're there, and you get all fucking sad, bro. And it's shit. And like, and it reminded me, and I see my parents twice a year for 4 years. You know what I mean? That was my choice. They see me every weekend, but I was like, I need to keep my head down doing my jail. It's funny when you don't see someone for so long, you see them aging, and it gets even sadder, because you're like, fuck, your parents are getting old, you know, and you're in here, and then you're stressing them out and out there, and you just feel down. So I just didn't want to see them, to be reminded how much of a fucking dickhead I was at the time, you know. So I just didn't do visits. Then I get out, and fucking all I want to do is see them every day, you know, tell them I love them and that, and stuff like that, and see my friends. So there's a lot of people I cut off, obviously, because I didn't have any needs to talk to them, because I wasn't doing bizzo and drugs. So the real people were there and waiting for me. So it wasn't hard. They were just so grateful I was all right and made the best of it. They were all proud of me. You know, I didn't waste my time. You know, I did everything I could. I did every course, every ticket I could, train, come out fit, healthy as I've ever been in my life.
Yeah.
I'm probably the healthiest and fittest I am now, but I come out at that point, I was the fittest I ever was. You know, I stopped smoking.
Yeah.
I've been clean for 4 years at that point, you know. Now it's 8, you know. So it's just fucking, they're all just happy to see me, you know. So no one was scared, but, you know, in a sense, like, I was on home D at the time, so going to the shops once a week was a big thing. It was weird. And this was like November 2020, so COVID, I missed that first year of COVID, so everyone was wearing masks still, and I come out to that, so I was a bit of a spin out. I was like, I did know what was going on, but I was like, seeing it in person, it was like, you know, technically I wasn't really missing. Home D was like the best for it, because a lot of people weren't allowed to leave the house anyway. So coming out 2020, 2021, it's like, I didn't feel like I was missing out much, like, because everyone else was on home D.
They actually did, though. You couldn't go out.
Yeah, me and him was stuck in a room for like 2 weeks.
That's why I didn't want to leave Cadell, bro. So I was like, fucking Cadell's killer. It's fucking, they stopped visits for a year, because they didn't want people coming and getting sick and that. But I was like, I didn't have visits, so I was like, this is the best, safest place to be right now. It's fucking nuts out there. Like, everyone's going nuts, man. With
bro, people fighting over toilet paper and shit, bro. Like,
I was going crazy. My one ply, that's for sure. I was no fighting over one ply toilet paper, bro. I tell you, when I got out and I had 3 ply, I was like, fuck yeah, man, I'm back on. Like,
what, did you only use 1 ply over there?
If you're lucky. Yeah, bro, they budget. They budget for you.
Fuck it,
bastards. But, yeah, the only 1 ply, man, you get used to it though. You're like, oh fuck yeah, you know, like, you know, just getting out and little things like fucking nice body wash and shit, and good toothpaste. You're like, fuck yeah, we're on. And it's just little things like that, and that's why they slowly instigate people like to society, people that have done a long time, because if you put someone out of a big fence, you know, and then it's a lot, man.
Yeah,
it's a fucking wig. You'd wig out. Like, just technology alone in 4 years fucking came a long way, and that's just me. Imagine someone doing 30. I know a lad. He's been since 1989, bro, and he's been due to get out for fucking over a decade now, and yeah, they're just fucking him, bro. It's shit go. But imagine the changes he'll see, you know, when he gets out, when he does eventually get out, and he's kind of fighting deportation right now, because they want to send him back to Ireland, because he was born there, but he doesn't have anyone there. So it's the whole thing that's been going on for a decade. But he imagine that he hasn't even seen a mobile phone in person, you know. Yeah. Just from JB Hi-Fi catalogs, he knows technology and that, and TV, but. Yeah, man. Bro, he actually spent time in Adelaide jail.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man.
But what is like the one most important thing that you want to give out there to an audience to appreciate more, especially with the time you being in there you couldn't have?
The simple little things. Going for a fucking walk, bro, and getting a coffee, spending time with your family, just little things like that. You don't know when it can get taken away from you. Little things like that. I don't know if that's the main thing I want people to understand, but if I want people to understand about me, as long as they know it's just a chat, then I made the best of it. But just take more advantage and appreciate the little things of what you have and not what you don't have. Because in there, within a day, 1 split-second decision, it can be all taken away from you in a second, accidentally. You know, you're in a fight with lads and you were just there. You know, you're just there and you're going down for murder, and you didn't even touch him. You know, it could get taken away from you like that. All of a sudden, 10, 15 years, done. You know, so appreciate little things. Go to the beach, go for a ride every chance you get. Don't sit at home. If you like, I love my alone time at home, but mate, I'd be outside every day if I could, you know. Yeah, and that's why I love my job as an arborist. I'm somewhere good, and it's those little things I fucking really appreciate it. So I guess stop worrying about what you haven't got, you know. Yeah. And just start appreciating all those little things you got. Yeah. And that could just be the air in your lungs. Yeah. Your missus, your kid, your pet, your dog, whatever. Just family. Because once you go in there, man, some people got nothing. Not a cent to their name. Their family's written them off, maybe. They don't want nothing to do with them. You know, they've got no friends. Their friends are people in there. they're on the drugs and they get on the drugs and that's all they know. And then they get addicted to the butte or the morph or the fucking methadone and that's their jail. And then they're in and out jail because the family wrote them off because they made one split-second decision. So why you've got it, fucking embrace it.
Yeah. Fuck. Deep, bro. Yeah, because a lot of people actually don't appreciate what they have, man. Even myself sometimes, you know what I mean? And when you say that, just the small things and just like, you know, make something like be positive about it.
Yeah, man. Like,
and be happy.
Like I said, you can take it away in a second. Like, you could say, touch wood. Like, what if you hit someone in your car, like and you were at fault. You know, it was just a split second thing. You know, someone has to go away for it. You get 3-4 years manslaughter.
Yeah.
It's not just going to go away.
Yeah.
It's, anything can happen.
Yeah.
You could be driving to work, going to work, trying to do the right thing, and then you've hit someone from behind, and then they fucking snap their neck or something, and it happens, man, Or just say you smoked weed the week before, and it's still in your system. You're going to jail. You jail. 3-4 years manslaughter. I've seen hundreds of people in there for that same reason. I've seen lots of people in there for doing nothing. Like a prime example, like, I'm not saying women in general, like I've seen women in jail because of the men, you know what I mean? But fuck me, any guys are in jail for doing fuck all, like, DVs or hitting their missus or, you know a lad when you speak to them, that you can pick up whether they got it in them or not, but fuck mate, they're with their partner 10 years, probably fucking had sex with them 10,000 times. When all of a sudden you got 2 rape charges on them. Fuck off. Man.
What?
You know what I mean? Because they fucking you stop paying child support or something, and they've gone to the cops and said you raped them. There's so many people in jail for that shit.
Oh my God.
You know a guy when you speak to him. You know what I mean? I've spoke to many of them. And all of a sudden, they're with their missus, bro, and the missus press charge on them for rape. Come on, bro, like.
How the fuck?
You really think that happened? But all of a sudden they got the jizz in them. That's it, bro. Like,
yeah, how the fuck though, eh?
Hell can't, because that's it, man. Like, people can do that. People get sour and they're like, well, if I can't have him, I'm gonna fucking take him down. And that's it, man. All of a sudden the guy's got history and violence, and like they believe him. So until it's proven differently, they're in jail, like rotting away. Kids taken away from him. Everything. So there's so many good people.
Well, they're not gonna try and investigate first.
Nah, that's it, man. Until it's proven, that's it, man. You're in jail, bro. That's what I mean. Just on bail or on remand, sorry. And I'm saying, it's a pretty common thing. I met some great people, like, and it's just like, man, you fucking poor bastard. Like, just because some woman's sour at you. You know what I mean? It's so stupid like that. It's simple as.
Fuck.
Yeah. It's fuck, man. It's so common too.
Fuck.
I see you have a lot of tattoos. Do you have any stories behind them?
I used to. And then I started around the room. I was like, there's only so many you can have that are meaningful, I just started one day like with an arm, and I loved a phoenix, so I based it around a phoenix, and just little things like I base it around an animal. I love animal, and I'll base the whole sleeve around that. And some have more meaning than others. Like I got my sister's name on the back of my neck, and then I had like a bit of a connection with an owl that I found on the road, so I got an owl tattooed in the back of my head, just stuff like that. Like, but it's hard to have a full body done and have everything mean something to you. Yeah, But I like my colour.
I like the dragon on there.
Yeah, cheers, bro.
I need to get some as well, eh? I need to get dragon because I think my brother has.
I can't remember what he's got, bro. Like, I think he's
got a fair bit.
He might even have a jail tattoo. I can't remember. No, he doesn't. Nah, he's all right. He's fuck, man. Like, I know he's only 50 kilos and he's like 5 foot flat even, but fuck,
Don't tell me he's 50 kilo. Really?
He's ripped, bro. He's so jacked, man. He's like a little boulder, bro. Look at him. We'll train together, the shirts off and that. We'll train together, and just the light hits him. I'm like, you, and I'm like, fuck you, prick. He's just like, no, I'm talking fucking jacked, bro. He looks so good, man. That's all he knows. He can train anywhere. This guy.
Yeah.
Anywhere. I learned a lot. He's such a gentleman, bro. I learned a lot from him, and like he knew my ex, like that, just from the fucking kind of sort of Asian community out this way, back in the day, and it was good to have someone talk. You can talk to someone, he doesn't judge it, and he was an ear for me and that, and listen to me. He's like, doesn't, So some people look at that as a weakness, and then he's like a fucking gentleman, bro. He like listen to you, and I said, I got this letter from her, and he's like, I'm so glad you got this letter. He would say things like he's real genuine, man. Fucking got so much time for him. He's like, just say there's 2,000 people I've seen in jail. There's 5 people that I remember, and he's in there. Like he's a fucking lad. He's such a gentleman, man. I really hope he gets out soon. He's done his time.
No, definitely gonna watch it. He's gonna watch it when it comes out, man. He's gonna be on home day.
You watch him kill it, man. You watch him kill him. He's got plans, bro.
Yeah.
He's gonna smash it, bro.
Yeah.
He's got plans, man.
He did say that he got a lot of plans, but
you fucking wait, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a doer. He's what they call a doer, bro. And you wait. He's got it, and he'll have lads helping him as well. If he needs it. But he's a doer, bro. He'll get shit done, and he'll make a name for himself real quick.
So like, people actually come out of jail, but their life completely drastically changes. Like, like Spanian, like there's another guy who's an actor now, like used to do jail time and shit like that.
Yeah.
Just completely flip around and
sometimes people just want to make the most of it, and they just get excited when they get out.
They just realize what
life's not it.
Life,
yeah. They got a lot of time to think in there. Business plans. What am I going to do in investments and stuff like that? And they whether they're a rapper, they got time to write, and they get out and they do it because they're so excited. They're out.
Yeah.
It's like first phone call they make is like, how am I going to do this? Let's get on it. Help me. Like they're just so enthused. They got the drive.
The fire built up inside.
They've wasted all this time, but they technically haven't wasted it. They've thought about it, and then they're ready to go. They lay it all out.
But when you go in, were you in a relationship?
No. I was single for years because I was on Home D bail before I went in, so it's very hard. But the hardest thing about Home D is trying to invest in a relationship.
Yeah.
It's so hard because you don't know your future.
Yeah.
Home D sentence maybe because I've done both. Home D sentence is like when I got out and I knew I was getting off Home D, and it was a bit easier. I had a relationship once, but Home D bail is like your future's uncertain. So it's very isolating at the same time. It gets quite depressing. And I'm honest about that. It's fucking hard because you can't invest your full self into a girl.
Bro, based on what you've heard in there, obviously there's guys in there who are actually in a relationship, being in jail, serving years, whatever.
So many people, yeah.
Do you reckon the girls actually can be able to stay loyal to their men?
I think everyone's got, I think you should give everyone the benefit of the doubt, for sure. Obviously there's some slappers around, but
yeah,
mate, like I've seen girls solid, and you meet them on a visit or something with the guys, and some girls are solid, some girls stick around for 10 years. I don't know why. If I had a missus and I got whacked like that, I'd be like, see ya.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Like, I'm not going to feel bad for them not going anywhere, and fuck that, man. You know what I mean? As hard as a decision it would be, it's the right decision. If you're getting 10 years of that, see ya. All the best. I really hope you're happy. Get out. Just see them happy. What are you going to do? Just make them come see you? Drive 2 hours to see you visit every week?
Yeah.
Like, fuck that. That's the best time. That's you using them.
Yeah.
As a guy, you should just tell her,
Yeah, and it's hard though. It is hard for some people to do. I get, because you fucking get lonely, man. Like, having support, emotional support, like, it's such a big difference in there. Getting a letter from someone makes such a big difference. Having someone to call, and talk to and get support from, getting told they love you, fuck, man, changes your whole headspace in there. You don't have anything, like, if you don't have that to start with, it's not hard, but having gone through a breakup in there, fuck that. I've seen that happen, man, and constantly lose it, bro. Can't lose it, man. They'll find out the missus are cheating. Oh my god, bro, you don't want to be near him, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to be near him, and you understand. Like, some people just let them take it out. And it's like, here, bro, just go, hit me, just do it.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Some people just needed frustration. That's why they a lot of people start taking up boxing and hit the pads and that. It's just a lot of frustration there. But you can imagine what's going through your head if you think your missus are cheating in there. So that's why you just better just let him go.
Yeah.
Even if you're doing a couple of years, let him go. It is what it is, man. Like, you could do a couple of years. Like, I've seen a guy my mate did 3 years, and his missus come every fucking week, twice a week, sometimes with the kids, and it's good. And she's fucking loyal. And she's a gem, There's plenty of people like that. But some of you just gotta just let them live their life. Don't hold them back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is like the difficult part about Home D though that you did before?
You know what? I've never really found it difficult besides the relationship thing I just touched on. Like, because as long as I can train, I'm sweet. As long as I can work, they'll always let you work most of the time. But back in the day when I was on Home D bail, I wasn't even working. I was still running a mark, doing bizzo, drugs every day. They knew I was doing it, but they wanted to catch me out something, and they waited 18 months to get me. But I was just fucked up every day, man. They didn't care. I was dodging piss tests somehow. I don't even remember. I was that high. I don't even remember the time. It was 18 months, and I knew I was going to jail, and I was like, fuck, I might as well get high. And then 18 months went past, I'm like, still not jail. I was like, actually exhausted of taking that many drugs. Like, I was fucked. I was gassed, man. Like, and then they went in, and I was so relieved that day. And that was the last day I did the fucking pipe. I was so relieved. I'm like, thank fuck you guys for wanting to come. Because oh, fuck, man, it's so fucking toxic. That's how it was then. Like, I was like, thank fuck, man. I need a break. Like, my body's like about it. I'm surprised I'm alive. Like, my heart's just like going. And this is like 2016. I'm like, thank fuck. Last time I had a pipe was then, so. I had enough for a lifetime.
It's about fucking time, eh?
Oh,
about time you're coming.
I was loving it. I was like, fuck yeah. And I slept all week. I was like, thank fuck for that. I feel better now. I forgot what the question was. Home D, like, yeah, it's all right. As long as you work, you know what I mean? Like, it's all right. You're out of the house most days, and weekends might drag here and there. Depends. Just keep busy. I've never really found it hard.
Like, did you have to let them know prior to going out somewhere?
Yeah, so like you'll get like a permanent work pass where you don't have to ask them, like it's Monday to Friday, whatever you're working is, like 6 to 6, whatever. Just they'll be in there, but some CEOs might ask you for locations and stuff and whatever. Some might be just more chilled, and it depends what you're doing, you know, you could be a concrete and you'd go on somewhere different every day. It's pretty hard to keep up with you, you know. So as long as you're not going in, you know, people's houses and stuff and whatever, and you know, I've had jobs where, you know, I've got like 5-6 jobs in Elizabeth Downs, you know what I mean? Throughout the day. I know how that looks to me, you know. I'm like, what's this guy doing? Like, but I'm working and they can come past and see me, you know. It's no big deal. Like, I'm not trying to hide nothing, but
really, they actually come past and actually check it.
They will when they can. So what's the point? There's no point in risking it, you know. Like, you can't go to licensed venues and stuff, obviously, you know. So hardest part on Home D is, I'd say, when it's a nice day and I just want to go for a fucking ride, man. I'll go down the jetty bar and have a drink with the lads. That's the hardest, missing out on stuff around summer, you know, or in winter, you know. But like fucking just going out for a ride and missing out on festivals, having a bit of FOMO. But you know, just keep busy. As long as you can stay busy, you don't think about it. But you know, weekends get harder sometimes, I guess. But and as I said, and you can't have relationships, so you're just on your own, and you can't invest your whole self into a woman, and it's just like fuck. So that's like the hardest part. But in a sense, if you can avoid that as much as possible, which is Monday to Friday, I'm all good, you know. Yeah, it's all right, you know. Yeah, this is what it is. Like, I'm not gonna fucking hang my head and do it hard and do it rockers. It is what it is. You just get on with it. And I know if getting dark is where it's going to go. So I know I've just got to fucking find something to distract me. Yeah. You know?
Bro, like the first time I met you was at soccer. And then when I saw your first game, I told Mukhtar, I was like, bro, if this guy running at me, bro, he looked like a fucking whole tank. He's running towards me, defending me, bro. I'm going the other way, but
you know what's funny?
I'm glad
you brought football up. I'm going to try to do some justification here. Because what happened, like, hear me out, right? That was, right, Ned's asked me to come out. I was like, fuck yeah, you know, I hadn't played for a team since 2005. Okay.
Oh shit!
So here we are, right? So I'm trying to justify that fucking goal I scored where I went nuts. Right? This is where I'm like, I wonder if they're going to bring this up. The one that was a bit too over the top, all right? So like, I hadn't played since 2005. Adelaide City under 17s, bro. Yeah. I'm 35 playing for Purple Guns, all right? I was 17 when I last played. I played in jail, lads, different. So I've come out, and you got to remember, in jail, there's no refs. We're not like, it's not like the longest yard, but the only time you call a foul, it's a fucking handball. Yeah. We ain't calling free kicks, you know what I mean? I played with your brother plenty of times. It is what it is. It's jail fucking soccer. You know? It's jail soccer. You ain't gonna be a pussy. You just get on with it, you know? And if someone's got a problem, you punch on off the field, get on with it. That's it.
Shit, you have to punch on.
I've come from that mentality, you know what I mean, into playing. Where I grew up playing a game, you know, English background and that, where you get taught to fucking dive him and like in, you know, playing Adelaide City, like, you know, and it's different. Everyone's a fucking Neymar, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get it, you know? And I've come out from playing this fucking mentality where if you do that, you're a fucking pussy. So you got to remember, I've come into the Parapet Gardens thinking, I'm just going to play with Neds. I'm going to kick 5-6 goals on a Sunday for D grade, you know, thinking that's going to happen. But what happened was they lost a lot of the key players, the best players, and everyone left. You know what I mean? Yeah. And all of a sudden, that, you know, including centre back, I was like up front or left wing when I was younger. Yeah. I'm playing defense. Never played defense in my life, and I know why they put that. It wasn't because I was good. It's because they wanted some height. I get that. I accepted it. And now I'm shit because I hadn't played in fucking 17 years for a team. And I'm playing with like, there's some people my age, but everyone's in their teens or early 20s, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm like, all right. So I'm playing, you know, I remember a scratchy I scored somehow. That was just me running from the fence. But I've never played centre back in my life. I fucking hated it. It was so stressful. Because you're always under pressure. And with Parapet Gardens that year, every second you're under pressure because we were fucking shit, right? It was fucking terrible. I hated it. So I'm just like feeling, and I don't like letting people down. So everything's on me. I'm not even. I wish I was like right wing or like left back or not center. At least I got the wing. But center, everything's coming all the time. And there's great strikers that have been playing this whole time, the whole 20 years, and I'm just coming back. So I'm just thinking like. And Neds was on the resis, and I didn't even get to play with him. So it was just like, what the fuck?
He was playing with me.
Yeah, so I mean, the plan went to shit. Anyway, so I'm like, all right, I might as well play the best I can ability because I can only get better, you know? And then obviously it was like, fucking, I won't mention the team's name, what we played, where I scored and that, but fucking, that happened. Like, caused that penalty. I felt like shit. Yeah. Because I don't know how to defend, and I fucking was running backwards instead of sideways. Little things like that, because I never played centre back in my life. Remember, I come from jail, everyone's a pussy, it was my fault I fouled him, and what if I stood over and say, you fucking pussy? Like, I feel, and I'm so sorry if you ever season watching. I'm sorry to anyone I had conflict with that year. I'm so sorry, but this is where it came from. Like, I come from not playing for 7 years, thinking anyone that fucking can't take it from me is a fucking soft cop. Yeah. And they're a loser. Like, and that is me in my head. I'm like, I want to punch on with you because this is where I've been.
Yeah. Just the rules over there.
Yeah. I'm just like, fuck, you know, just test us up.
Only if you could see the players' faces when you're running.
I never did. This is me. I'm just fucking. I was a dickhead. I admit that I was a fucking dickhead that season. Not even just a fucking opposition. You know, I was just a dickhead. Like bridging up, put my chest out, and I just wasn't fucking. I was just a dickhead about it. But anyway, that happened. I caused that penalty. I was filthy. And then there's that corner kick, right? There's that fucking corner kick where all of a sudden Cully scores, right?
Yeah.
Cully's on. So I'm thinking if I ever scored, I'm going to be pretty humble and just fucking chill out and that. Bro, the adrenaline took over.
Bro, you went crazy, bro.
And I thought, I'll be right. But what happened was, you know, I hadn't played in so long. I didn't think I belonged. I was like, I don't belong here. I haven't still got it. I caused that penalty. That fucking goal came. And I felt like I got something back for letting the team know with that penalty. And it just, yeah. And I just started running. And I couldn't help it. And I was like, man, there's one game that gets filmed. It's that one. I'm glad I got it on camera. Like, and I remember like later in the season, we played that same team again. I nearly scored a cracker from outside the box, and that was getting filmed, and they got handballed. I was like, spewing. That would have been better. You think I would have ran home if I scored? I would have retired. Like, but that happened. So like, I'm glad the story came out, and I can kind of justify why I went over the top. Yeah. It's just because it all took over. But I acted like I just scored the winning goal with 2 minutes to go. It was like still the first half.
Yeah, it was
like 60 minutes. And it was like an equaliser goal.
No, but the crowd went crazy after you scored though. Yeah. It was like, no fucking way he scored, bro.
Yeah, it was like, but then they scored like in the last 5 minutes. It was like, man, I really should have celebrated at the end instead of the first half. Like I acted like I just won the World Cup, and it was the best thing ever. Like, yeah, boys, we're on, we've won, but 60 minutes to play, like, and I'm centre back. There's a pretty good chance we're going to lose. So that was that story. So that was me. Like, so I haven't played since because of some circumstances and that. But I wanted to come back and maybe try to be part of them going back up to A grade, or whatever. But it just wasn't the part. We had a lot of shit like that year, and maybe if we won one extra game, we probably would have stayed up. It was really after that gun problem and that. But yeah, it was good to go out and kick again. But I just felt like I didn't belong. I hadn't got it anymore. So when I scored that goal, I was like, I still got it a little bit, maybe killer. It felt really good, and I was just so happy.
Yeah.
Oh, you could say I was so happy. Like, I looked angry, but I was so happy. And you know, my dad was there. And he used to love playing. He loved me playing more than me, you know. So he was there, and I was fucking running to him, you know. He was behind there, and he was so wrapped. So it was like there's just a lot of things going through me. I'd been out of jail 5-6 months, off home D 5-6 months. It was one of the first things. My first bit of freedom was playing for a club, being part of a team again. I loved it. I played with a lot of good lads in jail, but you know, you're not really a team. You're changing all the time. You're switching all the time. So I was part of a club, and I was healthy again, and I felt like I was 17 again. So it was a lot. That's pretty much what that was, man.
Bro, I think you did well as centre back though. I never noticed. No, seriously though, I never noticed that like you have any like raw movement or anything, bro. You're just like
thanks,
real
man.
solid,
I felt
brother.
so uncoy. I just like I said, thanks, but I was just so. I felt.
But the amount of time you're trying to run backwards or forward, just trip over by yourself.
Thinking I'm a lot lighter than I was. Like I'm not 20 kilos heavy, and like you gotta remember, I'm just like a fucking giraffe with a big upper now. Like it's just like this gun.
Sometimes you just gotta crack, bro, because the ball's over there. You see Cully just on the floor by himself. I was like, what's going on? What is he on the floor?
That happens so much, bro. Eh? But yeah, like I said, everyone that did something I just fucking used my body a lot that game. It was like a different game to me. It was a different game to me after playing in jail.
Yeah.
And that's all it was. And I can understand, but the shit, I can't believe I got away with half the shit. Man, the ref didn't want to give me a card half the time.
Yeah.
Like,
so you were after him, like fucking the ref down here, bro.
I got away with so much, man. Like, but then that last game, remember I got that 6-game ban.
Yeah.
And I didn't even fucking hit the cunt. I wish I went on with it. He was being a fucking dick anyway, but anyone watching this from that team, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm sorry, I was a fuckhead, but in the end, you did something wrong to what's-his-face at the start, and I was just getting revenge for him 20 minutes later or whatever, and I got you. But I didn't even I should have started throwing hands, bro, because cops rocked up, and I got a 6-game ban, and to me, I'm reading on paper, like, 6-game ban for running out and hitting the shoulder and this guy. I'm like, I didn't even hook him.
Yeah.
Like, I should have started slogging.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't coming back anyway.
That's on the field. Was it against Gun? Was it against Gun?
Nah, that game was Unley.
Oh, was it Unley?
That was Unley, yeah.
Oh.
The Garland's alright too, like a little bit of clash. I clashes with every club actually. I was like making enemies with everyone, not giving a fuck, thinking, I'll never have to see these guys. But then you go out in town, I'm seeing all these people like, and like, festivals and that, and they're all drunk, and they come up to me, oh man, I was like, you're gonna flog me. I'm like, nah, man, I'm so sorry, bro. Like most of them I've got to say sorry to, and they're like, that's all good, bro. Like I'll tell them the same story I just told you, but some I haven't seen. So if they ever see this, I'm sorry, I was a fuckwit. That's what it was, man. I come from this mentality of like, you're a pussy if you fucking can't take a little hip and shoulder from me, because I've been doing that for 4 years.
Yeah.
You know,
you're kind of trying
testing people in jail, like kind of on a shit day, hoping I get a punch on. Sometimes, like, because you get bored, bro.
Yeah.
Bored. But I never said, like, in the 4 years I did, I had no trouble. Because I was myself, you know. Sometimes I pushed the boundaries and asked for trouble, but I got lucky, you know, just because my talking gets me out of it sometimes.
Yeah. It's hard trying to transition from jail to like fucking live and it comes to, you know,
especially in sport.
Especially in sport.
Especially in sport. I was a dick, man. But it was fun. Like I said, but I only went out to play with Ned's there and we didn't end up doing it. So it kind of like the passion was really not there. But I pretty much stayed playing just so my dad could fucking watch it.
Yeah.
He loved it. He loved it. Him and his mate Terry would come and they fucking loved it, bro.
No, it was a good season, bro. But
fun.
like I said, bro, if I see you running towards me, I'll be running the other way. Because I had no way I'm getting the ball off that.
my ex used to say that too when she come out, like, you just don't look like you should be playing football. You know what I mean?
You have a serial killer face on you when you're running the ball, bro.
You know? So the next year I was going to play AFL. I've never played AFL in my life, but I played in jail and I fucking loved it. I never grew up playing in a British household where I'm like, it's fucking English football, that's it, you know, and Aussie rules, I never had time for it. Now I could watch every fucking AFL game and love it all. So I was like, man, I should just fucking do that. I'll have no skill in that, but I was getting, Tapey was like, giving me numbers of people and mates of his to go out and trial for these people. They'll take you. Like, they just need some fucking, they got these young kids, they want some muscle. I'm like, mate, it probably will suit me better to go fucking pumping people. Like, But I was like, because I didn't look, my ex always said, you don't suit fucking wearing a football top anymore. Like, you're just too top heavy. I'm like, all right, I gave it a go. Like, I'm like, it's cardio. It's good. This is my cardio. Yeah. I didn't do any other cardio besides those 3 days a week. That was good, but every fucking Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I'm fucking limping. I'm so sore because I'm not fucking 18 anymore. I'm 35 trying to keep up with all these teams. And I'm like fucking limping out the car, couldn't even get out. I'm crying. I'm like fucking agony trying to roll out of bed. On Tuesday, my ex is like, fucking, you got to stop. I'm like, I'll finish the season. And then I'm come good. I'm fucked for training Tuesday, but then I'm kind of better for Thursday. And then I'm fucked again. Yeah. It was just like that whole year was just, I'm fucking sore.
Yeah.
Just sore.
Just a whole routine of soreness there.
Just sore, bro. Because I didn't stretch enough and stuff. But yeah. I'm so glad you brought that up, you know. I was like, I feel good now.
No, it was a good moment, bro. It was really a good moment.
Oh, man. I shouldn't, you know, I always thought, man, I should have jumped and done a bicycle kick, but man, I would have choked. I would have went ass over head, bro. Oh, it was funny. It was funny, man. But yeah, I just acted like it was like, yeah, we didn't go like 2 minutes to go, like just save the world. Like it's fucking 60 minutes to play, bro. Relax, stop it, don't touch me.
Do you remember that? He went crazy, bro.
Yeah,
he went all fucking crazy.
You don't, it's on film.
I thought he was gonna run the whole field.
Yeah,
I don't know where I was going, bro. Like I ran through Nedza, everyone that came on the field, and Gallagher fucking stopped me, like, you know, in Australia he's a big boy, and just like I was just so adrenaline. And then I didn't even get half the people wanted to come and shake my hand, but I was all of a sudden, and then I ran back to the line in the position to go again. And I was just standing, everyone's still celebrating. I'm like, I'm ready to go. I'm not ready at all. I'm fucked, man. I was fucked, man. So I could just smoke the pipe, bro.
Just the energy just hit you, eh?
Adrenaline just took over, bro. Like I said, every emotion just hit me, and I was like, yeah, I've still got it. Fuck these cunts, you know. Dickhead, man. It is what it is.
No, it's a good time, bro. It was actually a good time.
Yeah.
Well, bro, just gonna close it off, man. Thank you so much for coming in, bro, today. It was a great conversation, bro.
It was fun. It's gone quick. Thanks for having me, boys. Keep doing what you're doing. You'll pick up. It's a good platform you're doing. Just keep fucking showing up, and I hope it picks up for you. All the best.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man.
Easy,
Thank you, bro. By the way, I like the shit that you posted on your Instagram.